So I'm going to go ahead and take the two floppies that I bought on eBay from the Apple II online store. And again, this is just a plug for him. I'm not compensated for this, just because I'm pleased with the floppies and the quick delivery. I'm going to go ahead and get backups made of both of these. And where we kind of did this before in the previous video with one of the floppies where you weren't actually seeing the monitor, I'm going to go ahead and give you the view for the monitor again. Just to kind of recap, on eBay, got these two floppies from him. They're of course obviously not original floppies, but done a really nice job with them. They look great. Very happy with them. There was this quick reference card that again came with the system. Again, if I can unfold it here, again I'm very pleased with it. It's done pretty well. DOS and ProDOS quick reference, ProDOS reference, etc. So I read a bit about this, and the Apple Basic quick reference, which is going to be really useful as I start to try to code a little bit on this. I've got the Apple II hooked up here. I've got the two good floppies from the previous video, the ones where the heads seem to be together alignment wise, or at least close enough. Controllers in slot 6. You just heard the head step back on drive 1. Let's go ahead and get the machine booted. I will dig here for the where it is, say the box of floppies from yesterday. And I think I'll just jump straight to a couple of fresh floppies. Oh, unable to load ProDOS. Why didn't you boot? Have I got an issue? Oh, that would be just wonderful. Say this was working yesterday. No clue. I popped the drive out, popped it back in, and ProDOS loaded. So we're in ProDOS. What I want to do is get backups of these two floppies that I purchased. So I've got a blank floppy here. We'll throw this into slot 1 drive 2. We're going to use option F, ProDOS filer utilities. We're going to do volume commands, volume being an entire disk. We want to copy a volume, option C. We're going to go from the controller card in slot 6, drive 1. Hopefully in video there you can see that the 1's kind of got that dancing pixel. I've definitely got some kind of little issue in the video system, but we're going to go from slot 6, drive 1 to slot 6, drive 2, and ask me to insert the disks. It's going to read the volume label from disk 1, and that's the correct volume label. Apparently I've formatted this disk before on the machine. I think we're actually copying over the top of one I've already copied to, but we'll go ahead and do the copy again. We just heard it step the heads back on drive 2. Oh, this is confusing. And we'll just let it copy here, and you can probably see, at least hopefully you can see. I don't know if I'm getting a lot of glare. Let me turn the overhead light off and see if that improves the video a bit. And of course now we've got glare from the window. And that doesn't look too horrible on the camera. I don't know if you can see it or not, but in the reading and writing here I'm missing a row of pixels, and the video kind of dances a bit. I mean, there's obviously something up in the video system. One of the drives is squealing a bit. I'm playing with the video level here on the Apple motherboard itself. Not really sure what that is or why it's happening. I don't expect this to make any difference. The monitor should be completely ignoring the color circuit, and it is. So not really sure why the inverse video has got that issue. Copy was complete. So that gives me a backup of this floppy that will become my working copy. Actually, I think I need to put the system disk back in the drive long enough to get back into the menu system. Oh, escape. So I'm actually going to try to boot the Apple DOS 3.3 disk. I haven't booted it yet, just to see what we get. As I've learned, reset isn't enough here to actually reset the system. Yep. Open up the drive, turn off the power, turn on the power, close the drive. Obviously it's loading something. Loading integer basic into language card. Nice. See, I've never seen the DOS version 3.3 boot here. Oh. Is this where I can do FP to be in floating point or INT to be in integer basic? Yes. Cool. Back to fixed point. So the floppy boots, I'm going to go ahead and use the ProDOS disk, I think, to try to image this floppy. That's my best guess how to get a backup of this second floppy. Don't know if that is correct or not, but we'll give it a shot. There's probably DOS commands to do this, actually booting off the floppy, but again, ProDOS filer, option F. Volume commands, I want to deal with an entire floppy. Oh yeah, I want to C to copy a volume. We're going to go from slot 6 drive 1 to slot 6 drive 2. I want to put the disks in. Destination is in drive 2, and we're going to be copying this floppy from drive 1, and hopefully this will actually work. I don't know if the sectors per track and all that stuff are correct. Let's go ahead and see if it can read the other disk, which it looks like it couldn't. Six 1 to 6 2. So I've got an issue with drive 1 here where when I latch the drive door down, it doesn't always engage correctly. So I'm copying over the top of another apparently backup I made yesterday when we were first playing with the system. So I'll go ahead and destroy that. Disk write protected. Yep, the disk I just tried to write to is certainly write protected. I've got a tab on it, so we'll go to what may be a blank floppy and try this again. 6 drive 1 to slot 6 drive 2, and it tells us that's a non-ProDOS disk. And it's now formatting the blank disk I threw in drive 2. So pretty nice. DOS 3.3 reference. Run, load, save, init, max files. Chain, filing commands, catalog, rename, delete, lock, unlock, verify. I'm not seeing any regular DOS 3.3 commands to format a floppy. ProDOS reference. The back side of the card is basic. So ProDOS, copy utilities probably. The way to do this. Boy, these drives need to be opened up. We'll do that in a future video. Some lubrication. They really need to be cleaned. The one I'm using as drive 2 is just, you know, we took a look inside, but it's just dirty, nasty. It's set in a very dusty environment for a long time. Copy complete. That's nice. Let's now try to boot from the disk we just copied. So we copied to this guy here. We're going to boot from him. Only way I should know how to do this. Maybe I need to be hitting Control Reset to actually do a hard reset. I don't think so, but cool. That seems to be booting. And we are in. So, graphic functions, set to low res mode and clear screen, GR. HGR2, so high res graphics page 2. HGR2, and I'm assuming HGR is page 1. Interesting. So at least we've seen me switch. How do I get back to text mode? Extra draw, Hplot, Hcolor, HGR. I don't know how to get back to text here. Input output commands. Oh, you can directly input from slots. See, I got to read up on this. Some math functions, related functions. I'm sure there's a way to get out of low-res graphics mode. I just don't know what it is. The low-res graphics having the 2 text lines, and the low-res graphics above is an interesting approach to this. It's just the entire architecture of the machine is interesting. Well, I don't see a way to get back. Okay, reset did it. Cool. Anyhow, this video was really meant to just demonstrate copying floppies. So I'll end here and we'll talk soon.